Grand rising to my kings, my queens, my fratters, my sorors, my brothers, my sisters, my peeps. What's up? Time in California is 7:59 a.m. And I am waiting to hear from either one or two doctors, either cardiologist or my regular doctor, just to give me my slip to go back to work. I'm ready to go. God, this working from home thing or whatever they're doing, telecommute, is irritating. And people on vacation need backup. Okay, let me stop. But anyway, I hope everyone's going to have a well and wonderful morning. For me, I've been up since before sunrise. And just taking this time, brought to you by the number 8, by the way, too. It's a good sign, good number. It brings things to completion. And I'm just taking time for reflections, about to do my spiritual stuff, my meditations. Oftentimes as I get ready in the morning and even at evening, I sit there and listen to a lot of your guys' Marco Polos and inbox messages, whether it be voice or catching up with your text messages and all kinds of stuff. Mainly is either Libra gang or one of my sorors or sorority sisters or my bestie or Leo sis. And just checking in because we have a very productive week going on a lot of different levels. It's good stuff. It's just taking time and just getting into a routine. So, last day I get to wear this heart monitor. And I get my results about everything, not just because I had to do my TSH level testing and my thyroid stimulating hormone testing, again, which is tied to my heart. And that all comes in on Friday. So that's the drum roll, please, about where I go from here, because I already know it's my thyroid. Again, my face changes daily, as some are seeing. It's fat one day, I look like a hamster, and the next day I look like a lizard. I don't know. Just choose one. I don't know. I'm used to this. Actually, I'm learning my face changes in a matter of hours, like a couple hours. It goes up and down. So yeah, I know it's my thyroid. I'm just putting things in order. Where am I going with this? I'm doing my reflections and just looking around at everything. For business affairs to be accelerated. And I'm just trying to figure out things in here because whatever I do, I'm going to make sure everything is like to balance and everything's on good terms with anything before I leave. Some people I have to say goodbye to and not ever look back. And I'm okay with that part. Some things I make peace with. And like even for a recent situation, not just for one person, for a couple elephants that are in a room. Hold on. I love the smell of fresh brewed coffee from my ancestors. But there was something that's been troubling my spirit on a couple things. And when I get contacted by the divine and something's up, I have to answer. Because the more you fight them, they'll fight you even harder. Talking about your ancestors, your guardian angels, your archangels, all those fun stuff. Those people on the other side, they be like, yo, something's up. You better listen. But there's something that's been troubling me because I'm peeping things. It's not about anybody telling me anything. It's about what my spirit picks up and what I see for myself. And my thing is to not even judge, but I just know what is good for my spirit and what's not as I move. When I say move on to new chapters, new journeys, whatever. And I love how spirit speaks to you. Don't even look for it, it just happens. It all starts with you. And we're all passing on through. That's another thing we have to remember. And then everything that happens after is confirmation of whatever I pick up. You know what I mean? Truth has a way of manifesting itself. And again, I crow my eye. I love it. People think I'm psychic or this other stuff. No, the spirit just speaks. You just have to listen. Shit. And everything just happens to manifest after. And be like, yep, you're right. Okay, fist bump, keep it moving. That's all you got to do. And with every encounter that we have is a holy encounter, because either with that person or situation, we either find ourselves or we lose ourselves, but it's still a part of us growing. You know what I mean? Being a lesson or a blessing. You can be one or the other or both, but you have to see that and accept it and then take it and moving forward to apply it for your own future journeys. And I'm grateful. I don't take anything back, no regrets. I just needed something to be revealed, and it was on a couple different levels. It's still cool, not tripping. It's just I need to see. There's a reason why I'm covered in eyes. That right there too, on my arm, my body, my back. Some of you guys have seen I have eyes on my back too. It be going down. Shit. That third eye, it be going down. It's a gift and a curse to be able to see. I'll say it like that. But something was chugging my spirit for 2 ends here, and I just need clarification and truth. And as I presented things out there, as I'm very direct, I got my answers. And it's not by the person's actions. I mean, their words, it's by their actions. And sometimes no response or dancing around that situation is a response. And I'm okay because my soul already knew before I even put it out there in manifestation, but I need to have confirmation. And I'm okay. And it's still love, still light. I just know how to move differently because I still have my own journey too. I'm enjoying this thing we call life right now, for better and for worse, sickness and health, laughter and pain. And I feel humbled for making new journeys and things that be accelerated about my next moves and the people I come in contact with, and just the blessings that you have in your life. You know what I mean? Even for simple strangers, and just the things, even be able to give back and also give from your heart too, and seeing that, it's a blessing. So, I don't know who it was that told me that. I could have sworn it was for one of my sorors of Delta Sigma Theta about the effect of being a pebble in a pond years ago. I think she was tutoring my son at that time, but me and her had a bond too. And then we all go back since like Bible fellowship days, but there's something I think she's the one who told the story about the pebble in the pond. And whatever you do, you drop that pebble in the pond, it gives a rippling effect because it spreads out to everybody else. So you have to be the energy or the change you want to see. If you want to be happy, it starts with you, but it starts to get infectious to everybody else. Same with misery loves and demands company, as my ex said, and that was a proven point too, because as he's miserable and whatever the fuck he's going on with him, even if he's trying to be happy with me, his misery was spreading to me, and now I become miserable. And I'm like, why is this man even in my space? Shit, it's time to go. Shit, you can catch spiritual STDs. Spiritually transmitted diseases. So if this person is nothing but drama and just miserable and just Eeyore from the fucking Winnie the Pooh, now all of a sudden you keep hanging around them, and unless they're trying to change and get that infection out of there, all of a sudden you become miserable and start attracting bad shit too. That's not nice. That's not yum yum. And people who are surrounded by people successful and growing and on their own journey, you yourself start to become inspired more and want to be happy and just kick back. And I'm saying, just be happy. Shit. Energy is infectious. That's not funny about who I even have in my house or who I have around me. And I love it about my sisters because they're the same damn way. Shit. I'm not being funny about people. Actually, yes, I am. I'm just very selective about what my energy is going to tolerate. So if I know you're about to be about some bullshit, I'm not fucking with you. That's how it goes. If I know that you're a liar, if I know you're doing certain shit, I'm not trying to judge. I just know what is accommodating and good with my spirit, okay? I'm just trying to be a better, happy person. Because literally, my heart can't take it anymore, okay? I'm trying to heal everybody else, but still attract the wounded. And it's making me miserable. I have to be funny about who I select or who I hang around and who I even connect with on any level. And we're just passing on through. We all have our own timeline about when we heal. And sometimes some people just don't heal. And they stay miserable, whatever else. But it's not, I just know when it's time for my spirit to keep it moving. and free myself. Still be cool, still love, but I gotta keep them moving. So I don't even know where that came from. I'm looking at two beautiful yellow candles. One on my main altar with I have not all my sisters, majority of my sisters. I have my son. I always keep my son with me anyway. With Saint Joseph, Oshun, the element of air. Harmony. It's not just about romantic love, but just love in general. It's a Libra thing. I'm smiling for the people who needed their fathers and just that paternal influence as they're on the other side. That's a very special candle. And then I'm also looking on my coffee table of the candle I set specifically for I did it for a Libra gang, but it's the same type of element. It's not trying to do any voodoo or santeria. It's just setting the energy of just feeling safe and feeling love and balance and just chill. As I brought that with me to the hotel over the weekend, I still keep it lit. I don't want to sit there and have that one die out. So whatever I have in my heart for people, I think me and him talked about that before he dozed off on me that night. As I pray and I chant, I meditate, I give gratitude to God, I call upon our ancestors. It's always love and peace, protection, vision, and just breathe. But it's always through love and light, nothing bad. Even as I'm looking at St. Martin right now, I'm just looking at certain things and prosperity and growth and opening up doors. I think me and him talked about that. I think I have my hand on his chest. I love touching his heart. And I don't know his voice. And no, I'm not crushing him like that. I'm just enjoying his energy. I say it like that. But people give a bad rap to people who do different practices, but it's all connected. And that's the crazy part. Just a recipe full of recipe books. I can give you guys a whole encyclopedia of things, a whole library. We're all connected, whether it be Buddhism. I'm looking at my Gahanzen too. Looking at that cross. Looking at my ankh that I sport proudly, that even I have embedded into my body. Looking at prayer beads. Looking at different symbols I have in my house. Even for the beautiful elephant with her trunk up in the air. That's a whole different philosophy, Chinese philosophy and Hindu or Hindi. I'm looking at everything I have around my house, the evil eye and just different things. And I don't do it just because I'm not a religious nut. I'm spiritual, but not religious. Everything is a code and it means something. It's all connected. So I'm having a priestess moment. I'm still waiting to hear back from my doctor because I'm ready to go back to work. I just need somebody to sit there and just send me a note to clear me, okay? Because everybody saw me in the ambulance on the stretcher last time. That was not yum. Shit, my heart really is beating too big right now. I don't know. I have one more day with this motherfucker on my chest. And I get to find out what's happening on Friday. Because I don't know. I just want the gland taken out. Just take the gland out. It's just a simple fix. And I don't care if it's because of this whole COVID thing. I'll just die in my sleep. I'm going to die one way or another. I got to go sometime. But it's aggravating my spirit. Because I can't even find clothes that fit me. Because one day I'm fat and one day I'm skinny. And I don't know what's going on. My thermostat is broken. Tied to my heart, okay? It's irritating. But that's okay. And the reason why this is happening, I'm having fun. I swear God has a sense of humor. I'm still going to be asked to be a male in my next lifetime. I'm going to just say it like that. I already feel like a dude in a female's body. That's a whole different conversation down there. I don't know. But I'm still having fun with that too. Anyway, let me start a whole different conversation. I had calls to return and things to get done. And even though things are running behind, the way it's falling into place. I just have to trust the timing of my life with some things. It's a blessing to still have a job to come back to. It's a blessing to still have other income able to come in. It's a blessing to have peace of mind. You know, it's a blessing to sit there and have a place to lay your head. It's a blessing to sit there and give back. It's a blessing to just sit there and just hear and listen, not just to those that surround your heart, because everybody has wisdom, but even to the divine. the ancestors, like everybody. It's a blessing to just look at certain things, no matter what we go through. I need to call one of my other sisters this morning too. And I want her to go to that business meeting tomorrow because she's also trying to build herself. And I see something in her too. Leos and Libras, it'll be going down. But God has a way of humbling you. And things happen to where you get to learn yourself. It's a blessing to see where I was this time last year, the year before, and coming from having everything to losing everything, and then be able to rebuild and just appreciate the simplest things in life. Don't take anything for granted. And it's just stuff. That's another thing too, is just stuff. But the fact is you have to see bigger things in your blessings as you walk this path. And for that, I say thank you. And I say thank you, Master. I say thank you to my dad. I say thank you, grandmother. I say thank you to all my ancestors. Right now, I'm covered in goosebumps as we speak. Okay. So they're speaking through me. And it's so weird because I have conversations between listening to my Leo sis, my Leo bestie, Latasha, and then there's across the way neighbor Aquarius sis, Lisa, and then Leo sis's mom, who's also named Lisa too. And certain people, even for Aquarius OG, Erica. Every time you guys speak to something that gives me goosebumps, and there's something about the energy that just starts picking up. And I was talking to Lawrence's daughter last week. I need to check in with her today too. But just auto goosebumps. When I say that the hair start raising up because there's something about your energy and the spirit is talking through you. And so you guys think you guys are being long-winded or whatever you say, the spirit speaking through you. Why do you think I talk to you so much? Not like that. You know what I'm saying? Sis, even when I was talking to Aquarius sis on Sunday, I was feeling mighty low about something that was happening with one of my other sisters. But every time I speak to her, and something just told her spirit has come out and check on me. We're sitting there talking, and even I'll be looking for her, she'll be looking out the window and just seeing me just happen to pass by. God be sending angels to check on you. And we were just having a conversation. Just every time she speaks, it's something about your energy. The divine is speaking through you. Conduit. All y'all. I'm just saying. And healers recognize healers. And there's something that's speaking through them at that time to give certain messages. Same with my Samoan sis. When I was in the domestic violence shelter, same with the other Leo sis. We're all going through something. But at that time, something touched their spirit to make them speak a certain way. And I'm like, oh my God. I'm getting covered in goosebumps right now. But everybody and their mama is here. So I guess I opened up somebody's door. It's confirmation your ancestors speak through you. Let me just say again, we always come back in different forms. And I'm just grateful because not everybody has. Oh, God. Yep. Now I'm looking at Lawrence right now. That's so crazy. But the spirit has a way of speaking through you, and people don't own their gifts and their powers. Some people do. They just know. It comes natural. Some people think you're going crazy. You're really not. But all of a sudden, you start to see more and more. In due time, you will understand. We all have the same gifts. We just don't know how to open up all those chakras and doors and all this other stuff. And it just comes natural for others. I can even tell you how I know my son is psychic. I can tell you some stories. My son just be knowing some stuff. But it's just interesting how the spirit moves. I don't even know where that came from, you guys. Life isn't measured by the number of breaths we take, but by the moments that take our breath away. I'm going to leave it like that. And I'm just grateful because the people who, some people are brought into your life for lessons, and we have to have those experiences so we can understand how to process and move. You know what I mean? There's no mistakes. There's no coincidence in how life works. Even for Lisa, never forget. The first day I met you, you taught me the first time about how I park my car. And tell your husband, I'm still trying to work on my parking skills. I'm horrible. But when some shit went down because she had one of her neighbors that was trying to hit on me. He was a Leo too, and I was not feeling it. That was not my cup of tea. I was like, nah, bro. 6 feet away. Not even 10 feet away. I keep attracting stalkers when it comes to Leo men. I don't know. They don't go away. But as she was talking to me and I was going through something, there was something about her spirit. I was there to tell her my whole life story in like 5 minutes. And all of a sudden we're both crying. I don't know. And she's sharing her story with me. And I don't know. I just have an instant click with big sis. You know what I'm saying? There's something about her. But everything I ask God for, he has a way of revealing things to you to keep you on your path. We're just passing on through, and everything has a season. And I love listening to her because every time I get ready to do some spiritual stuff, all of a sudden she calls. It's an intuition. She's been in my house too. I've still had her, without this pandemic, even before, just come on over. She made some yum peach cobbler. I think I gave her some monkey bread or some stuff too. I don't know. I love my neighbor. But as she talks to me and we share our situations and our life journeys, I really am humbled because the things I'm not able to hear outside anywhere else, God's still giving me wisdom through her too. And I just listen. I swear she is gifted. She needs to own that. But I love the fact that I'm surrounded by angels. And it's confirmation of journey and just certain things, because the things that were not meant for me are now being revealed to me, and things I have to keep removed, but it does not stop my journey. And even for my fellow sisters, you have to know, like how sis said best, bestie, pay yourself first. Yeah, it's manifesting. Even for you, pay yourself first. You deserve to be loved. You deserve to have peace of mind. And you know what I'm saying? Shit. It's the reason why I had to sit there and take a weekend off. And even if I live by myself, I just wanted to get out and just do something and just enjoy the energy. So the people I'm surrounded by are people who I feel safe and comfortable with, and that are going with me, who are also fellow healers on different levels. And the people who needed healing and the people who still have hearts that are bringing me down on spiritual liabilities is being revealed to that, I did my job, did my part, but now I have to sit there and cut this journey short so I can continue to grow and rise. You know what I mean? Not to say you're better than anybody, but we all have our own journey. So sometimes it's time to continue on to that new chapter. So you have to let some shit go so you can fly. And don't do it with ill intent or saying you're doing it to hurt somebody, you're better than anybody. But we all have our own journeys, and just sometimes it's time to go. And that's okay. It all starts with you. Like Latasha, like you said best, pay yourself first. And I see it because as my sister is a financial life coach, but she's also a life coach. And she is a healer I've never seen on that level before, between her and her mama. I love her. Oh, God. Oh, let me start crying. I love my sister. But where else I haven't going with this? It's not just about finances, because she introduced me into a new world too. And it just is interesting because whatever I'm looking for, even to start my feet somewhere else, I love the way she talks and get excited when it comes to finances and just different things. You learn a lot just by watching people. But when it comes to pay yourself first, what I've learned, even though it was introduced as finances for certain things, which is also important, but pay yourself with self-love, self-care, peace of mind, happiness, growth, new opportunities. It all starts with you. So whatever she said, pay yourself first, I took it to a whole different level, because it applies on all levels. Because we have time for family, we have time for relationships, we have time for our friends and our homies, we have time for our kids, we have time with the divine, we have time with our job. We also have to make time for us, and we tend to lose sight of that. So to see my sisters be happy, even my brothers too, be happy, do that damn thing. It all starts with you. I don't know where that came from. I'm sitting here covered in goosebumps right now. I feel some type of weight. Libra gang, I want to feel some type of way on you later. I don't know. Let me stop. Oh, I love being single. Yeah, I like Magic Mike. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and let you guys go. Let me get ready. I'm waiting. Let me follow up with messages. And I checked in with Sis already. I'm excited about tomorrow. I'm excited to check up with my other sisters. I have to call back my landlord and some things and just follow up and ready for work. And I'm good to go. I'm just happy. My spirit's happy. And I'm just sit there and check my heart monitor again because my heart's doing that weird thing. I'm just excited. Anyway, you guys have a good day. Find a reason to smile. Find a reason to be grateful. Even the simplest things. Love lots. Peace out.